Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your reading for September 27th through October 3rd of 2021. So, isn't that crazy that it's getting almost October right now? Like, I just don't even know how to process that hardly, right? I mean, this year has just been going so fast and it's changing just before our eyes. The whole world, the whole makeup of the world is changing before our eyes. And so, these are very historic times that we're living in. And, they always are, but at the same time, there's some some eras that are more so than others. And this is definitely a more so time. So this is a general reading. And so, how that comes about is I invite all your guardian angels to come as a group. And so they collaborate and they give us the best message possible for as many of you, so that it applies to the more people rather than the less people, right? Less number of people. And so whatever they give us is what we go with. Some parts of that may not resonate with you, just means it's for somebody else. Okay. All right. So let's see what they're saying here. Wow, this looks pretty awesome for you, Aries. Okay. So remember who you are. This is a real thing. Don't be saying something just because somebody else wants to hear it or you think they do. They will get over it. That's kind of the bottom line. Sometimes the messages are pretty blunt. So you are you, and you are extremely valuable as you. As soon as you try to be somebody else or try to be something that you are not, your value diminishes. And so they don't mean that that you yourself is less valuable. Yourself is always an equal part of what's all the energies that contribute to the world, right? But as soon as you ignore or do not use part of yourself, then you're contributing less to the fabric of the world than was intended. And so then the world is changed a little by that lack, right? So every minute that you are acting in your own integrity, as your own self, saying what you think and how you feel, that is building the world. And if you choose not to do that, then the world is built a little bit less, right? So, generally nothing like a catastrophe or anything like that. But at the same time, the world is expecting all of you to show up. And so, so it's really, they're saying it's kind of like it's your responsibility to bring your full self in your full integrity, saying what you think, feeling what you truly feel, and communicating that when necessary. Excuse me. So even when you don't communicate it in words, your vibration is communicating it, right? So then, if you're feeling and thinking this certain thing and your words are saying some different thing because you think that's what somebody else wants to hear, then there's a conflict there, right? And so that puts a little bit of a different type of an energy. It puts a conflicting energy into the world. And so it's always in everybody's best interests to have less conflict. So putting your true self there is what creates more integrity and more smooth roads. I know it doesn't always feel like it. If what you say creates conflict between yourself and another person, you think that is conflict then. It is, but it's a different kind. It's created by people being true to themselves, right? You see the difference there? And so it isn't true conflict. It's just reality. It's just people being real. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, remember how loved you are. That's the secondary message. It's actually probably the first message. The rest of it is secondary. There is always, certainly from all your guardian angels and all the archangels, let alone from the people around you, you are extremely loved. Yeah, yeah. And you can feel free to love yourself too, because that's a huge part of it. Get there. Okay, they're telling me that go go where you have a mirror and look at yourself and see how special you are and how beautiful you are. And look deep into your eyes and say, I love you. And say it again, I love you. And keep saying it until you believe it, until it's easy. And do that every day. Let me know how that goes, how that feels. Okay, awesome. All right, so at the very beginning, the message coming through was that the world is changing before our very eyes. So to be adaptable to that change is what is going to really serve you. Instead of resisting the changes that are happening all around you, just see what they are first, see how it sits with you. Give yourself a bit of time to adapt to that. And then, understand that change and evolution are constant. And to resist them doesn't work. It doesn't. Think about 50 years ago, whether you were alive or not, whatever you know about 50 years ago, and the way the world worked, the way people behaved, all those things. And see, have we changed in 50 years as a humanity? Yeah, of course we have. Of course we have. And going forward, we're going to continue to change. And so, it's easy enough to see it in a span of 50 years, but can we see it in the span of 1 year? If we can see it in the span of 1 year, look back 1 year ago. Yeah, we've changed a lot. I would venture to say a lot of true self is coming out because we're all under pressure, under stress, right? And that's when the true self tends to come out. And so that means that, when you can see it in the span of only 1 year, that means that every single day this change is happening, right? So the more adaptable you can be to roll with the changes, to, it's not instant acceptance or anything like that, but it is being able to roll with it so that it doesn't take you by surprise is the thing, right? So that you understand where your world is going. Yeah. And it really, it makes life easier for you is what this feels like. The more you resist the changes, the harder you're making it for your own self. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But along those same lines, we've started with remembering who you are and being your own true self and being adaptable, being able to see the change happening in your world. Be gentle too with yourself and with the people around you. Things are scary. And so if you're hard on yourself, why? Honestly, why? If anybody's going to be nice to you, it's going to be you. So be nice to you. Be understanding with you. Understand that things are not easy. That sometimes your reaction is less than what you wanted it to be. And so now you get to work on that. It's awareness. It's the ability to have a look at your own self and say, okay, I got to do better, and then do better, right? Without saying, oh, you stupid so-and-so, you know? Like, does that help? Not even a little bit, right? And extend that to the people around you too, to your children, to your coworkers, your rest of your family, to everybody around you. Make sure that you're offering understanding and gentleness and a safe place for them to rest for a minute with you. Yeah. Yeah. Giving yourself that same place, same safe place to rest for a minute. Yeah. Feels like everything's just been a little bit overwhelming lately, right? Take a breath. Oh my gosh. And understand that you're doing your best and you're doing fine. And that you have the capacity to learn and to grow. And that's perfect. Yes. Okay. And so then here comes, this is really cool. Career transition. So many of you are changing careers. So for some of you, this is an actual, leaving that place entirely and going to a new place entirely. Some of you are going to entrepreneurship. Some of you are going to something that's brand new for you, is how this feels. It's like, ah, but I have to do this. I'm doing this. This is awesome. I love this. That's how that feels to me. That's amazing. And so, and for others of you, it's a smaller change. So maybe it's a different role within your same company, different position, maybe things added or things just changed, in your duties or things like that. Either way, it's a transition. It's a learning time, and it's a time to have a lot of ideas and put them in action. You have to weed through them first. Some of them are not going to fly. Some of those ideas. You got a lot of ideas. This is cool. You have a lot of ideas. Some of them are not going to work, and you will understand that before you get too deep into them. That's fine. So having a look at all the ideas to see what's going to go and what's not going to fit right now. It's possible it'll fit in the future, but right now, not quite everything will. But keep coming with the ideas, and this career transition. This is like, it's like all those ideas are feeding this. It's like you've got some passion back. Like that was kind of missing for a little while. And so here, like, it feels like you've been just on this roller coaster, there's these other things, trying to remember who you are while you make this transition. It's like this is your opportunity to re-embrace yourself. It's like you were getting lost in the old way. And now here you can be fresh and new, and really show your talent in this. That's how it feels. So get on that. Yeah. Some of you are a little hesitant just because, past experience and whatever, but no, show your real self, get the whole thing, and really show your passion and your enthusiasm. And let it be obvious that this is your thing. Yeah. Yeah. People love that. People love that. And you love that. And so it feeds you, right? Yeah. Yeah. And all that just leads to this beautiful abundance. It feels like you have abundance already. And this is going to bring more, this career transition and all the new ideas and the freshness. And it's going to bring more. It's like doing, it's the wrong time of year, obviously, but it's like doing spring cleaning. clear everything out, get it all clean and fresh and sparkly and smelling fresh. And then you weed through the stuff and you toss out what's no longer for you, and you only replace the things that are serving you. That's how it feels like, only it's in your inner self. It's probably, do this in your home as well, because that really, really shows you what kind of abundance you have. Instead of sitting there going, oh, I just have too much stuff, sit there and go, wow, look at all this abundance that I have. Wow, I have enough to share with other people as you donate things, right? Okay, so amazing. This is really going great places for you this week, and carrying on beyond this week. It feels really quite amazing. And so we have here the daily guidance deck, and so our angels have a look in here and get the last little bit of wisdom. And so this is your heart chakra. This is clearing, if you can find somebody who does energy work, energy clearing of some kind, and clear all of them, you want them always all in balance, right? But so your heart chakra, it feels like it's been a little tender, a little bit sore lately. And, maybe you've been just hearing things that are hurting your soul, hurting your heart. And so asking your angels to clear that out, to clear that soreness, the tenderness, and to let everything heal and allow you to start fresh kind of in that way. Bringing back your own compassion. It feels like that was gone for a little while. Yeah. Extreme hurt will do that, or a constant bombardment of bits of hurt will do that, right? So clearing the hurt, offering the understanding, and realizing that you have everything it takes to reignite this beautiful passion and compassion that you have always had. Yeah, feels really good, feels nice, feels soothing. Okay, that's so lovely. So Aries, join with me now, and let's create some energy here. And let's send some of that compassion to the whole world. Let's just flow it over everything. Put some on you, in you, accept it, bring it in. Oh, yeah, that's nice. And thank you for doing that, because I can feel that too. I can feel you sending it, and I'm receiving gratefully. Thank you. And so spreading that over the whole world, that beautiful compassion. That's lovely. Thank you so much. So Aries, I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I love you. And I'll see you next week.